What's up, guys? This is a 2020 Aston Martin DBS Superleggera Volante, and it's probably the ultimate GT car. Today, we're going to do a walk around of the car, go over its options, and then take it out for a drive. Stay tuned.
This 2020 Aston Martin DBS Superleggera Volante is a one owner and it has a clean Carfax. You can see the close-up of this stunning xenon gray metallic, one of the best colors I think you could get on a production car, and obviously the previous owner did a full satin PPF to give it that matte finish. The DBS Superleggera sat as Aston Martin's flagship car from 2018 to late 2024, with the special editions coming in that 2024 year. This big GT dog is higher than the DB11s, Vantages, and now it's been replaced with the Vanquish. So that just kind of gives you an idea of where it sits at in the lineup. As you can see, there's carbon fiber all over this thing. Even those Aston Martin badges look like they're made of stone. Really, really cool touch. The car sounds amazing in Sport and Sport Plus, and of course when you're in GT mode you can keep it nice and easy. The car does feature these carbon ceramic brakes, so there's plenty of stopping power with all that power up front. I absolutely love the way that Aston Martin is styling their cars now. They look super aggressive and mean with this huge mouth front grille, carbon fiber down in the front. I mean, the thing looks just so sick. Here you can see how quickly the top goes down. Aston Martin claims it goes down in about 14 seconds. You'll see coming up here, it goes up in about 16 seconds. Aston Martin also claims that you can do this while driving up to 31 miles per hour. But of course, you do that at your own risk. The roof is a multi-layer acoustic soft top with 8 layers of insulation, and that's designed to keep the cabin quiet at high speeds and maintain the luxury coupe feel even when it's closed. To be honest, in my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of convertibles, but this car looks really good even with the top up, so well done Aston Martin. As you can tell, there's no rips or tears in the top. The previous owner took really good care of this car throughout its lifetime. One of the cooler things about this DBS is how this hood opens. It's very like clamshell, Corvette-esque. I know Corvette and Aston Martin shouldn't go in the same sentence, but here we are. The hood is very expensive. It's made of carbon fiber, so don't mess it up. I mean, this thing is awesome. You get this gigantic 5.2 liter twin turbo V12, produces just over 700 horsepower. This thing could go over 200 miles per hour in a GT car, which is just crazy. Moving over to the interior, you got these door handles, pretty popular in most cars nowadays, but one of the cool things about Aston Martin is you get these swan doors. So they don't go all the way up, but they kind of go up at an angle. Typical Aston Martin there, but you can see all the forged carbon on the door cards, kind of giving that lightweight feel. Quick look at these seats. Very interesting stitching design, but I kind of like it, honestly. It's different. It's different. Here's a shot of the steering wheel and the gauge cluster there. It's all digital gauge cluster. Center stack here is where all you have. There's touch capacitive buttons and your start button, gear selectors all up there on the top. That button right there actually moves that armrest forward and backwards electronically, which is kind of cool. It is a 4-seater, technically, so not much leg room or room at all, but it does have the Bang & Olufsen sound system as well. Moving over here to the passenger seat, again, we could get a quick little look at the swan doors here with that forged carbon. Looks so cool. Honestly, it looks so cool. Quick shot of the passenger seat, and you can tell it's like, looks like nobody's even sat in this thing, which is kind of sweet. And then in the center stack, you'd actually see some of the regular carbon fiber with the forged carbon fiber. It's pretty cool.
All right, guys, here's our 2020 Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, which is in this xenon gray with the satin PPF. It looks amazing. Door handles flush with the body, just like James Bond. So here we are on the inside of the DBS. I mean, it's a really nice place to be. It's like everything you'd want a grand touring car to be. You got your seat controls down over here, start button right here. Let's fire her up. You have this kind of squircle-like steering wheel. It's a very unique shape, that's for sure. All your controls and everything are right here in the middle, and this very Mercedes-esque, moving dial thing here for the infotainment system, navigation, the whole nine. These are all touch, capacitive touch buttons kind of deal. Not sure I'm a huge fan of these, because like sometimes they don't register or whatever, but you're like kind of clicking it a little hard. But you got the forged carbon doors on the center dash here. It's pretty cool. But let's go take a ride. You also got like this regular carbon, so you got like forged carbon and regular carbon all in one. So on the steering wheel, some pretty interesting things. This is how you turn into sport mode. Sounds a little bit better. And then to go into drive, one thing I wish they did is like all the other supercars, where you're able to put it in gear like this, but you have to push this little D button to get moving. But let's go for a drive. So Superleggera means super light. So I don't know if the mic is gonna be good up here. So if you get a little wind noise, I apologize. Superleggera means super light, so it's still about 3,800 pounds, I think. So for this big old car, twin turbo V12, just over 700 horsepower, I think like 715 horsepower. This car will go over 200 miles per hour. So it's pretty fast, but it's a nice grand touring car. Very comfortable car to drive. Got the top down. It's really nice. It feels premium. And I think for $230,000, it should feel premium. Got the little burbles. Sounds pretty cool. Got carbon fiber on that front lip, so I don't want to mess that up. Got a dual clutch transmission. Sounds pretty good. This is Orange County after all. A little bit of a turbo lag, but when that turbos kick in, man, that V12 really opens up, which is kind of nice. It's got that start stop. I don't even know where the start stop is on this thing. I can't even turn it off. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. No start stop. We don't want that. But honestly, it's pretty nice. You got your center console here, glove box there. 360 camera, which is pretty cool. Got the Bang & Olufsen sound system, the ones that kind of pop up out of the dash, which is pretty sweet. I really like that. But overall, pretty nice car. Feels nice. Looks cool. The paint is insane. Let's put it back into drive here. Pretty sweet. Put the top up at the stoplight. So you can do it at the stoplight, which is nice. All done. Windows up. And those other little windows, and now here we are. Want to get you a feel of what it is on the inside as well, just in case you don't want to have the top up every day. But I mean, if you're gonna buy a Volante, you know, if it's not, the top's not down all the time, what are we doing, you know? Sport Plus. Change the suspension right here, which is kind of cool. Sport mode. Sport Plus mode. See how much firmer of a ride that is. Sounds good on the inside. The V12 purring. Definitely holds the gears longer. You can see it. I'm still in drive and it's holding that gear, which is really cool. Because it wants to keep that boost right there. I like that a lot. It holds your gears up a lot longer than if I put it back into like GT mode. We are nice and quiet. Have a conversation with your wife. She's not getting mad at you. Say, look, honey, I didn't buy like a crazy sports car. James Bond had one. Not this one in particular, but close enough, you know? I was getting a call there. Hopefully that didn't ruin the audio. There wasn't many of these Superleggeras made, so that makes this one a little bit more special than like a standard DBS. It's turned out right in front of that guy. What a great driver. The Xenon Gray paint is absolutely insane color. Aston Martin always usually has really great colors, but the Xenon Gray is really, really cool. But it drives good. I kind of like the steering wheel. It feels like you have different, you know, touch points that you can hold on to and like just drive normally, which is kind of cool. Or some of them are weird, you know. Aston Martin DBS Superleggera looks cool even with the top up. A lot of convertibles don't look good with the top up, but this one actually looks surprisingly nice. Still keeps that silhouette as if it was a coupe. So again, to change your gears, it's all through here. So you just push the reverse button.
And it is nice. It has a camera that's like kind of like right by the license plate, so it's really low to the ground, and so you can see those curbs and stuff like that and see how close you're getting to them. And there you go. Aston Martin DBS Superleggera Volante. Let's go.
If you're in the market for a timeless machine, the Aston Martin DBS just might be the right fit. This one's available now at OBZU.